Okay, so we will be discussing the module 7, exception handling in C++ using try-catch. So what is exception handling? Okay, as defined, it's a mechanism in programming that manage and respond to unexpected events or errors that occur during the execution of a program. Now, exception handling is a critical mechanism, as we all know in programming, that allows us to manage and respond to any unexpected events or errors that occur during the execution of a program. Okay. Imagine you're running a program and suddenly um, it encounters an issue like trying to divide a number by zero, or accessing a file that doesn't exist, or getting invalid input from a user. Now, these situations can cause the program to crash or behave unpredictably. Now, with exception handling, instead of crashing the program, okay, once it detects an error, okay, it redirects the control to a predefined block of code that is designed to handle such incident or such event. Okay, this makes our programs more robust, reliable, and user-friendly. Okay, because we ensure that errors are dealt accordingly, or we that our program has a graceful management in terms of errors. Now, in essence, it's about preparing for the unexpected and ensuring that our programs can um, uh, recover from errors without breaking the user experience. Now, let's discuss the three main components of exception handling in terms or in C++. Now, first, we have the try block. Okay? This is where we place the code that might throw an exception. For example, if you're dividing two numbers, you might check if the denominator is zero within the try block. The idea is to try, okay? The idea here is to try executing the code while anticipating potential errors. Now, next, or number two, is the throw keyword. When an error or exceptional condition is detected, we we can use the throw keyword to signal that an exception has occurred. This essentially says or talks about something went wrong. So uh, I need a help in handling this one. Okay. So then we have finally the catch block. Okay. In this block, it catches the exception that has or that was thrown and provide a way to uh, handle such. Now, this could mean displaying an error, okay, or an error message, then retrieving or retrying the operation, or possibly safely exiting the program. Okay. Now, this um, block will ensure that the program will not crash or doesn't crash, and allows us to recover or handle the issue accordingly. Now, together with these three components, try, throw, and catch, this forms the foundation of exception handling, which enables us to at least manage an errors in a controlled and structured way. Now, uh, let's check why exception handling is essential in programming. First, it prevents crashes. Okay. Without exception handling, unexpected errors like dividing by zero, accessing a missing file, or invalid user input could lead or could cause the entire program to terminate abruptly or abnormally. Okay. Uh, this is especially problematic in real world applications or setup where downtime or data loss is unacceptable. Now, exception handling ensures that the program can respond to such error and continue running or exit safely. Second reason is that it improves reliability. Okay? Programs with good or robust exception handling are better equipped to recover from errors and continue functioning where possible. Okay? Now, for instance, instead of failing entirely the program, okay, or uh, the program might lag the error, okay, or inform the user, or you may retry the operation. Now, this makes the application more dependable, especially in critical systems where stability and reliability are crucial. Now, another reason or number three is that it separates error handling from the main logic. Okay, with the use of try-catch blocks, okay, we can keep the uh, code for handling errors, okay, distinct from the program's code functionality. Now, this separation makes the code cleaner, easier to read, and much more maintainable. Now, developers can focus on writing the main logic without mixing it with error handling details. Now, this simplifies debugging and future updates. Lastly, it enhances the user experience. This proper error handling allows programs to provide a meaningful error messages, okay, instead of cryptic crashes or unexplained failures. Now, for example, instead of the program simply stopping, users can see a clear message explaining what went wrong, okay, or and um, what could they do next, okay. Now, with this one, this avoids confusion and possible frustration. Siyempre, it leads to a smoother and more your professional experience later on. Now, by addressing these points, exception handling contributes to the writing of your program, okay, for its maintainability and user friendly or user friendliness. Now, we have one of the or we have to discuss common problems addressed by exceptions. Okay. I know I've been repeating these problems or the purpose of these exceptions or try-catch, but let's go with at least a sample program, okay, or a sample code snippet. Now, in many cases, users might enter the data in the wrong format. Now, this can cause the program to behave incorrectly or even crash. Now, for example, a program that expects a number from the user. Now, instead, they enter a striking uh, string like your ABC, okay, wherein this mismatch can lead to errors if not handled properly. Now, in this example of how we can handle such invalid input using exception handling, we're trying to convert the string ABC into an integer using the stoi function or the stoi function since ABC is not a valid number, okay? Therefore, this will throw an exception. Now, when the exception is thrown, okay, the program jumps to the catch block. Now, in which it catches the error and outputs a meaningful message to the user. In this case, um, it tells the an invalid input, okay, describing the error description with your e.what function. Now, this prevents the program from crashing and allows it to at least handle the error. Next.